together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Hey, this is not a daily trudge. It's not a daily trudge. And welcome. Yeah, I didn't put any announcements or anything out. That I'm not going to do an at everyone. I'm not letting anybody know I'm live. It's going to be au natural, as you might say, my friends, my very very friendly friends. I really screwed that up. I should practice that stuff before I actually do it. So, got some pretty neat things coming up. I meant to write down some things here. Oh, I will get the names together. I'm not.
I'm a bear.
I'm a bear, man. I just popped up everywhere. What the?
Pepper.
One thing I've heard a lot of.
Of course, I'm not gonna. Oh, let's just do it the easy way. Dion. Now, I'll be doing some things with some different people. One of them is Nicole Hemming. Mark Hope and Jeff Jeff Holden, I guess, is a race car driver. So let's do some introductions. If you're here, please say hello. I'm Dion. I am the owner or the founder of Trudging Together. Trudging Together was actually formed out of a necessity. It was a necessity. I think I'm going to go put the ticker on this one for a little bit. It was born out of necessity, my own necessity, my own sobriety. I need to start having contact with other alcoholics, with other people in the world, but I found myself unable to leave the house. And this was due to some mental health issues, of which I have worked through. I should probably say more along the lines of working through, because I don't feel that mental health ever really ends. I mean, just because you felt like you made some progress at therapy doesn't mean it's over. Okay? You got to keep plugging along. So what happened is I was going through a lot, and I was talking to my wife, and I said, I was like, babe, I have all these feelings, and I need to get them out. I need people to see what it is I'm going through with my PTSD and my anxiety, so that they know it's okay. So they know it's okay. So that I know it's okay. And we came up with the idea of going live. So why don't you go live? You do like talking to people, and you're good at that stuff. So I started the Daily Reflections. And that's what this was originally called, Daily Reflections. And that is how this started coming together. All right, she's still missing. Hopefully they find her. And God bless Sinead O'Connor. So, God bless Sinead O'Connor. That's a bummer. So, from there, I'm like, maybe we could do more than that. And I put together a company, and I put a lot of hard work into it. And what the company was called Closed Mouth Friend. And what its intention was to help those that, it had a lot of different programs, but the main one was called Bridge the Gap. My wife came up with that AA, you're welcome. Our Bridge the Gap came out like 5 years ago. But it was to help people that were kind of going through, what I was going through. But that intention, one of the programs was to bridge the gap, was to help people that are coming out of detox before they go into treatment, because there's that gap there. Bridge the gap for AA is when these people are getting out of treatment. That's the wrong spot. You need to be doing it from detox. We need to change that program. Bridge the gap with AA. I think it's fantastic. It's bringing back 12-step work, which we really, really need. So it was called a closed mouth friend. That was the original intent of Trudging, what is now Trudging Together. After a while, closed mouth friend kind of whittled away. It was one of those things that was just way too big for me at the time. I was still dealing with my own deficiencies or character defects, whatever the case may be. All right. I want you to know, a couple people come and left, and I didn't say anything. I said, anyway. Did you know that it actually, when somebody's distracted, it actually takes a little bit it actually takes up to 20 minutes. Anyway. So I had gone on to become a recovery coach. And that started something much different. And it wasn't recovery coaching. It wasn't. It was unfortunate. I'm not going to go into details, but let's just say that a bunch of recovery coaches were given some power, and it turned into a load of bull crap. It was a bunch of bull duty, okay? And I wasn't going to be a part of it. And I pretty much told them so, and they got mad and blah, blah, blah. They still don't like me, whatever, but it doesn't matter. Okay. From there, it took me a little bit of time, but Trudging Together started to form at that point. Okay. And I stole the name Trudging Together straight from the big book. It says, as we trudge the happy road of destiny. I don't know how I came up with Trudging Together, but I did. Right. And like I was saying, at that point, it was the daily reflections. And we would change that. Gary came up with the idea because it was a little too close to being AA, right? And although I talk about a lot of AA stuff, and I'm in some 12-step groups, we're more or less a group of people now anyway that will help anybody that comes across, right? But I'm pretty excited on some of the ways that we are planning on going. And during that time, Trudging Together, what I had decided at that point was I'm going to start podcasting. I've always been really good at interviewing people. And of course, there are a lot of naysayers. Oh, you can't, you won't be able to do that. And it's, 3 years later on that, and it's still going. Yeah. Is it big and huge? No. Right. But what are we going to mark as success on that? Right. One thing that I love about Trudging Together, and I want to keep, is that it is free for anybody that wants to participate. Okay? That's not where Trudging Together makes their money, where we make our money. What we're looking at now, because I want to do some events and things like that, but we all sat down, and I had a long thought on it too, and we've decided that Trudging Together is just going to stay online. We're not going to do any. We might do outside stuff as individuals and things like that, but Trudging Together itself is going to stay online. And what I want to do is make it a peer-to-peer community. A peer-to-peer community for anybody. Sure, it started with addiction and things like that, but gosh, there's a lot of people out there that have anger problems, or maybe they have a spiritual malady, But just like, I think everybody is kind of the same in one aspect, that we just need one person in our life that actually cares what's happening to us. And that's where trudging together can come in. I know for me, with my other mental illnesses, it's hard. It's really hard for me to go out and be around the world. I'm getting better at it, right? But that means that there's a lot of people out there like me. So my thought was, when I started doing the daily reflections, was I want these people to know they're not alone. And I would develop the quietest following in the whole world. And to this day, I still do. Everybody's watching. People just aren't talking. Does that mean I'm still doing the right thing? I think so. I think we are. Yeah. We're going to be bringing some new things on, right? But anything that we bring on is going to be healthy. It'll be a part of, right? Website is getting a facelift. It will be moved over to WordPress soon. And there's going to be some changes. There's going to be some changes that are made. There's also more podcasting coming. I have another one today. I'll be doing 2 a week. And but with the addition of Nicole and Jeff Holden, who I'm going to be doing their production work for, but these people, they're going to be a great source for us to build our community, right? So our community. At the beginning of this, I said, I'm Dion. I'm the founder of Trudging Together, but that's as far as it goes. That's it. It doesn't mean anything beyond that. Yes, I make a lot of the decisions, but I talk to a lot of different people about a lot of different things to figure this stuff out. Okay? Part of what Trudging Together does is it protects you from the people that want to come in and manipulate. Okay? So what Trudging Together is peer-to-peer. There are no professionals there. But if you need a professional, then you can ask us. And if we don't have one that we can refer out to yet, we will go and find one for you. Or you can go, let's say you're looking for a primary care physician. Well, we're going to make a video that says, this is as an addict or an alcoholic, this is how you look for a primary care physician, and give the steps. This is how you get Medicaid. This is how you make a resume. All these life things that need to be taken care of. Things that everybody else is charging for, I'm going to give you for free. It's the same information. The information's on the internet, okay? So part of that is also helping people understand their own path of recovery, okay? The one thing that we do not do here is reinvent the wheel, okay? Not once on my website is it going to say substance use disorder, alcohol use disorder, or any of that. No. It's going to be alcoholic or addict, that kind of, no. I'm done with NADAC and SAMHSA calling us names. It's the only good NADAC has done in the last 20 years. It's the only thing they've done is change the name. Why are we even giving these people money? It doesn't, so there's certain things that we have to look at. We've got to stand up for some things, and we can do that as a peer community. But what we can do is tackle things that really matter to us, and we will do them the right way. There's a right way to do things. Yeah, that won't put you in jail. No, we're not going to become an activist group. It's about support. So let's say you go trudging together, right? And it's your first time there. A welcome user, all right? And what you're going to do, this is how it'll eventually be. What you're going to do is you're going to fill something out real quick. Who you are, what type of stuff you're looking for. Well, I'm an AA, I'm an ACA, and I'm looking for I like podcasts and blogging. You hit submit, and that's the information that'll come back to you. Well, we would recommend these groups, 12-step groups. These are ones in your area that you're kind of looking for. Well, I'm a veteran. Do you have any veteran? Yeah, there's veteran groups out there. Let's go grab them, bring them back, put it in front of your face. There you go. Let's say it's 3 o'clock in the morning. You're sitting on a drink. God, trust me, it happens at 3 o'clock in the morning. Most people wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning. It's part of the sleep cycle. I don't know how I know that shit, but I do. 3 o'clock in the morning, you need somebody to talk to. Well, you can go to Trudging Together, and there'll always be people that are taking calls at the moment. And then you could be talking to a peer within minutes. Yeah, I'm going through this. Yeah. Well, let's walk you through it. And that way, Trudging Together can be successful at all times of the day. I don't even need to be awake. I don't even need to go to the website or anything. It'll be on autopilot for you. And there, we will help you find your fellowship. We're going to help you find your passion. We're going beyond this. If you want to become a podcaster, we've got a new system coming up. It'll include having your back end taken care of. Essentially, you need to get on and talk for an hour, find a speaker, talk for an hour, and we'll do the rest. Okay? So those are some of the things coming up, and I've kind of been holding on to it. There is one other thing that we're going to be bringing on, and it is CBD. We're going to be bringing on CBD. CBD is phenomenal for a lot of things. And if people have a problem with it, then that's just too bad. Okay? I use CBD. I use CBD all the time. You kidding? It's much better than a lot of the alternatives. You know? And I'm talking CBD, not CBG. Nothing's wrong with CBG either. But definitely not THC. Definitely not. All right? All right. Well, I have a sponsee in 10 minutes, and then I have a podcast, and then I have my meeting. So I'm busy for the next 3 hours. So that's kind of what we're up to, things that we're doing. There's going to be more production. There's going to be a lot more movement going on. I know it doesn't sound like much, but it's much bigger than it sounds. Heck, just in our group chat, there's a group chat for Trudging Together, and there was a lady that posted in there. She said, I think I'm in the wrong group. She was looking for something else. Her name was Betty, and I said, Betty, you are more than welcome here. Nothing happens in God's world by mistake. If you need any of us, just say so. She stayed in the group. It does not matter to me. The only requirement for you to be a part of Trudging Together is that you be a child of God. That's it. Okay? But don't come fucking around with Trudging Together, because I'll boot you as fast as I let you in. I don't tolerate bullshit. No more. And I'm very selective on what types of resources we have, and I do that for you guys. You know, when I got caught up for my own therapy, I'm like, this can't happen to us again. So I went and found a place that will not do it to us. And they're very, very good. I tout them I refer to them quite often. So often that I'm going to be getting in touch with them soon and saying, Yeah, you need to start paying me for these. So, all right, that is kind of where everything's going. You know, if you're wanting to be a speaker, if you're wanting to podcast, or even just speak your mind on a topic, let us know. I will let you know if it's valid or not. I'll let you know. Hey Amber, I was just getting ready to end. I gotta go meet with a sponsee, so this was not a daily trudge. So, all right. Thank you everybody for being here. I love you. Peace out. And